Candace, good morning.
Hi, Jason. How are you?
Good, how are you doing?
Doing well, thanks. Thanks so much for joining me. I appreciate it.
Absolutely, happy to do it.
Thank you. You know, most people think of fall lawn care as merely just raking up leaves, but you say there's much more that needs to be done now?
Absolutely. Fall is not a typical time, like you say. We think about management intensity of our lawn areas, but it's really a great time to take care of some key components and get it ready for the winter and certainly a better spring. One of those key components is mowing. You got to make sure you're mowing the grass at the right height of cut, right frequency of mowing, and also make sure you're keeping those blades as sharp as possible. Another component that's important is weed control. Weed control is not a time. Fall is not a time we typically think of being a great time, but it's actually better than spring and certainly better than summertime. So if you've got weeds that have been becoming a problem, things like dandelion or clover, fall is an excellent time to do that. The other thing that's important is fertilization. The first step in doing that or starting a fertility program is getting a soil test. Now, a soil test is not something the homeowner is going to do on their own, but they are going to obtain that sample, and that's something we can certainly talk about later on if you'd like. But getting that sample, submitting it to a soil test lab, getting those results, and that's going to tell you what types of nutrients to put down and certainly tell you how much to put down, which is a key component. The other thing it's going to tell you is what the pH of your soil is, which is very important for nutrient availability, and it will tell you whether or not you need to apply lime to adjust that soil pH.
And what causes the most problems or damage to lawns?
Most damage to lawns, are you talking pests or are you talking like traffic situations?
All of the above.
All of the above. Well, in terms of pests, weeds and insects are probably the most damaging, if you will. Diseases can be a concern as well. And then when you start talking, if you got some kids at home and you have some large pets, they can certainly cause some problem areas. They love to run around there and play soccer and hit the baseball and those types of things. And you can certainly address some of those issues with more seed and certainly keeping your nutrients in the optimum levels.
And what products should be part of a homeowner's lawn care kit?
Products is a good question. What I like to tell people when they start talking about selecting products is to make sure they've identified their target pest correctly. The first part in doing that is referring to certain textbooks that cover the topic or the web for identifying those if that's an interest that you have. If it's not something you want to deal with, I suggest you reach out to your local lawn care professional or university extension person that can identify those potential pests before selecting the right product that can be applied at the right time and the right rate.
Well, thank you so much, Jason. Where can we go for more information?
Oh, you're very welcome. Debugthemyth.com is a good source, and then our website is turf.uconn.edu, which will also be a good resource for this type of information.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Have a great afternoon.
You're very welcome. Thank you for your time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.